Yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks. Like
Philly versus Philly.
Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done.
Oh, I ain't hang up.
No pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh my God.
Incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Pick 6. You threw a touchdown. Congratulations. You threw a touchdown, my guy.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier, as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
4 seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means going in attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this carries into the end zone. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get it all.
You might as well quit. You lost this one.
Young quarterback Charles rolling.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst, 34 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw in the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to
That's
the end
crazy.
zone.
You go to losing by 1 when you could have tied it up. We went to overtime to being down 21.
5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to
That's crazy.
before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin.
Like, that's really crazy.
While they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the...
I'm the best in Philly.
Everything he had, and it was right on the money. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The left side completion to Jones. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan.
Why would he stop?
Throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. They go play action now, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Damn.
Hayden Hurst. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons
I don't remember the last time I put up 56.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Falcons 56. Eagles.
Now following the touchdown, Rock will fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
You might as well quit.
Dante Fowler able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Just go back.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Falcons 63, Eagles 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It's a loss of 2.
I don't even know what happened.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now,
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
23-yard line.
Ryan wants to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.
GG.
But now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And that's an offense. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Ryan to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 71 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Defense. 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 Defense.
Winston and the Saints now with a.
Oh, he got famous Jameis out here.
23. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara.
He got famous Jameis.
Up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
He got famous Jameis out here.
A 1 yard gain.
You got famous Jameis out here to run the ball?
It's a gain of a yard.
On third down, Winston.
Woo!
They're going to be incomplete.
Famous Jameis.
For the defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Oh, wrong play.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Winston.
Woo!
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver. With
Damn.
And he's going to return it.
Damn, homie. At high school, you was the man, homie. Fuck happened to you?
Into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, it's Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second.
She look good, but I know she after my paper. She trying to get in my pockets on me, and I ain't gonna let her be easy. Start some bullshit and get your whole crew.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're going really.
I think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ryan now to throw on third down. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh my God.
One that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
You get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way
Wow.
you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
The fuck out of here with that shit.
Because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Winston. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Yards to go.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Back up, son! Back up!
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Their own 10-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Flushed out right.
How?
Will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right.
That's my fault.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they have possession, and they have it at the 30.
That's just stupid.
He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that get away with it. This time, not the case.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. They'll run it with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1 yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Ryan will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Ryan able to get this to Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that takes us from second to third down. To the air again with Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll throw again. Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Jameis again. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play.
Yeah, all that for a field goal. We could have took a field goal back there.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you? No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 21, it's second and 10. From the gun, Winston. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down.
On first and 10, Winston. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action now, Winston. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. On play action, Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He gives to Gurley, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Flush to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Devontae Kazee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara, and the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Score Saints 17, Falcons 10.
But not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Now Ryan on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this.
And Winston lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
The 34-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go play action. Winston. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Winston. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Pretty fragile. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Off the play fake, Winston. And he finds Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, 68 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 17. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. Pushing his way through. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Winston here to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Throwing, Winston. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Brings up second and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Jameis to throw it. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time... The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
This is it! This is it!
On the 16-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up...
On second down, McCaffrey.
At the 20-yard line.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape, And in previous games, they've led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the first carry here for John Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. It's Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by DeMonte Casey.
McCaffrey. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 91 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
That's the score after 7. Falcons nothing.
Easy.
Slide out that kickoff after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point. I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end, because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. That's put over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Zone now. Here's Ryan on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Ryan will throw again. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the 30-yard line. 1 yard gain.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This is Davis. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get... And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson on the touchdown pass from Teddy Bridgewater. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Hurst. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Falcons.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of a football short here on third down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Ryan. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
The 2-yard line.
They go play action now. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 18.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just didn't.
Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
You get nothing and like it.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it was their